What's up YouTube, I'm Sony A7iii and I want to talk to you today about all the ways you can use projector photography to create stunning portraits. I'll be going over the 5 different ways I use the projector in this photo shoot I did with my model Olivia. This won't be super in depth as I didn't want the video to be super long, but if you guys want another video where I talk about my camera settings and how I set up my projector and other information you need to know, then I'll be happy to make a part 2. Just leave me a comment down below or reach out to me on Instagram. And without further ado, let's get into the video. And you're gonna look towards the door as well. Raise your right hand more. And so bend that, yep. Look over at me. Look at that hand now. Love that right there. Yep. Look off into the distance over there. All right, sweet. Profile, so have your body face the window, and then you're gonna look over your shoulder at me. Yes, perfect. So for part 1 of the shoot, it was all about shapes, and I decided to go with one large circle to give a spotlight effect to start the shoot. And then as we moved throughout this concept, I then decided to duplicate the circles to be in a grid-like fashion, but really you can create and use any sort of shape you want. You can even combine the shapes. I like how you were crossing your legs. Yep. Chin up slightly. Yep. Yeah, love that right there. We'll do that. Lean forward again, but with one hand, just like praying like you're, yeah. Hold that, hold that. Turn your head more towards the door. I think I got it. All right, kind of want to try that with you facing this way now. The second and third way you can use a projector for portraits is by displaying some text or an image onto your subject or behind them on a backdrop or wall. This is where your creativity can really shine through, as there are way more possibilities and options than with shapes. However, this isn't something I use projectors for a lot, as personally I find it hard to come up with interesting text or images to project, and I find that if you're doing text, it's better to layer the words in an interesting pattern, and text-based graphics aren't really my specialty. Plus, I just like using shapes a lot more. I still made some graphics for the shoot, and I used the words disconnected, harmony, and connect, but to be honest, I feel like I could have made the graphics or set up my lighting a little bit better, but that's totally okay. As I'm sure you know, not everything's going to go according to plan on a shoot, you just have to learn to roll with the setbacks. This particular method of projectors photography is not a common one for me, so I was a little rusty on these concepts and I could have done a lot better. But I'm still going to show some of my past work to really exemplify how you can use this concept to do portrait photography with a projector. Eyes to the camera. I really like the shoes with the look, to be honest. Yeah, I like how you're lounging, just like that. Yep. Scoot forward just a little bit more. One more time. Perfect, right there. Look towards the orange light. That's me, yeah. Look more in my direction. Perfect. Oh, that's sick. Yes. The fourth way you can use a projector, and probably the coolest way, is a light beam. Well, I do think it's the coolest. It's probably the one I use the least in my personal work because it takes the most setup, and while you don't need an assistant, having one helps tremendously and speeds things up a ton. I would also say that the type of projector you have matters the most in this concept as compared to the others, as well as the size of the room you're shooting in and a few other factors. But if you have the time and patience to set this up, you will truly create some stunning photos. These photos are my favorite I've ever created with the light beam concept. Alright, same thing with your hands above your head. Turn your head and towards that reflection that's hitting your face. Yep. Yes. Alright, okay. So, just so you know. So, I'm about to add a light so I can actually see you, but that's what the effect looks like. Alright. The fifth and final way you can use a projector are light rays. This is the only concept where the model is backlit by the projector and it doesn't require a lot of space at all, or an expensive projector. I've done this effect with the really cheap projector. I believe I borrowed it from my friend and they got it for Walmart and they just used it in their college dorm. So it's a really easy concept for you to dip your toes into projector photography. Alright, you can open them again. Have one hand maybe go above your head. I hope you learned something and feel inspired to go out and try projector photography if you haven't already. If you want to check out more of my projector work or just my work in general, feel free to check out my Instagram. I'm going to put some of my old work with projectors up on the screen after this clip, but thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it to the end of this video. If you found this video useful in any way, then please do me a huge favor and like, comment, and subscribe. And once again, let me know if you want a full breakdown of the setup that goes into projector photography. A special shout out goes to my model Olivia for killing it on set. Her Instagram is going to be linked down below in the description. And another special thank you to my production assistant Stoker, who not only filmed all of the BTS footage that you just saw, but helped me a ton with concept number 4 on the light beams. So Stoker, if you're seeing this, you helped me create one of my favorite photos of all time, so thank you a million. Alright everyone, happy photographing. See you all in the next video.